So Justin, let me ask you this: Is
Yes.
is magic real?
I will. The short answer is yes. The long answer is no, and that long answer is it's not as what we think it is. That's
Uh-huh.
for sure. Yes.
Would you care to
Yes.
elaborate, dear sir?
Oh yeah, of course. Basically, I feel if we were to, I guess, paint it in some way, magic is basically intent, and intent onto your own
Uh-huh.
world, your own path, and that's through thought or through rituals or through word, etc. And it mostly works its way through our subconscious. Now, how all that works out with the rest of the universe, I am uncertain, but most definitely I see effects of those things
Uh-huh.
happening throughout my life and others.
So is it like kind of you're putting your intention out there into the universe?
Yes, well, without trying to get all cringy by
No, that's
saying all
cool.
that, but
We can
yes,
get
yes,
cringy. I'm cool with cringy. Don't worry, it's fine. We
yeah,
we can go there. We talk about anything on this show. You name it,
beautiful.
we'll go there. I don't care. We'll talk about
Yes, yes,
anything. Um.
yes, it is. I wouldn't, the reason why I say because a lot of times those things get construed with all sorts
Uh
of
huh.
hobo jobo woo woo stuff, and people get a little thrown off by it. But most
Yeah.
definitely, it is a universal aspect to it.
Because we're culturally programmed to be averse to these kind of topics, right?
Correct.
So that
Yes.
when the subject of intention or magic or manipulating reality with your mind comes up, 99.999% of the population of planet Earth rolls their eyes, shakes their head, and thinks you're a fucking mental case.
Yes, I have close friends who look at me like that, but they only believe it because I do it. That's the
Uh
funny
huh.
thing.
I've got a question.
Go
I've
ahead,
got a
Reeves.
question. Right. Okay. So let's work on the pretense that we live in a hologram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That our thoughts change our inverted commas destiny. Okay.
Yes.
So therefore, we are affecting the master program
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
some way.
Well, in some aspects, and I guess there's Planetary. If people read comics, that's a pretty good book that explains some of this. But magic, in some senses, like the I wanted to call it hijacking, but I guess that's also a good term for that. But we're basically hijacking a certain code. We're bypassing certain things because I guess in a
Yeah.
sense we're aware of those things as compared to when we're just subconsciously walking through the world. And I think that's a total difference
Yeah.
because to me, magic
So
is logos. It's anything that we're already
yeah.
experiencing.
You talk,
Exactly.
you're talking about sigils now, right?
Yes. Well, yes. Yes. It's sigils would be the best term
Uh huh.
to define that.
And
So
a good way of thinking about sigils is sigils are everywhere, right? And
Correct.
they're impacting our psyche daily, right? Any corporate logo or fucking advertisement, it's all basically a sigil, and it affects us subconsciously. I don't know if you guys, maybe Justin or Reeves, you can jump in here and elaborate, but when you see a logo that's a sigil, you not only see it, but you feel it. Do you know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
because retail, um, the retail aspect of things, the way that they get people to want. For example, you walk in a shop and everything that's laid out isn't laid out randomly. It's laid out with
Yeah.
a plan,
Sure.
and
Yes.
every color that you see is there because that color has a certain trigger
Uh-huh.
in the
Or
mind to trigger certain aspects to make you want to buy or
Yeah.
to make you want to spend money. So we are controlled, even though we don't know we're
It's all
controlled.
unconscious.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Go
when you
ahead.
have these groups of people in these corporate meetings, they're literally putting their intent behind this, and then bam, you have millions of people. Look, it's almost, in the sense that people understand it, we're almost charging those things
Uh huh.
by just experiencing it as well as those creating it.
Yeah. Now, have you done any sigil work, Justin, yourself?
Oh yes, yes, I use either things that have already been made or I create my
Uh
own, and
huh.
it's very easy to do, in a sense. I don't do it often because I don't know. For me, I'm more mind than anything, but rituals do help. And of course, we do rituals on a daily basis that
Yeah.
help us get through our day.
Yeah.
Just mind, mine also add a little magical touch to it.
That's interesting. You bring up rituals. I mean, rituals is a part of all human culture.
Yes.
Whether you realize it or not, you're engaging in a ritual. What are rituals? Why do they exist? And what do they do?
For my understanding, at least, it's just the act of us physically doing something to eventually, push us forward on whatever path that may be. And it can be as simple as literally getting up at 6 a.m. to get your coffee ready and eat your donut and banana to get your mind prepared for the day. That is a ritual right there. You're literally casting, in a sense, a spell.
Wait. You eat a donut and a banana for breakfast?
Yes, you got to equal it out.
That's a hell of a breakfast right there. Yeah, but no,
get those sugars and worry about your muscles.
That's it. Boom, you're good to go. Coffee, donut, and a banana, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, rituals are anything we do on a daily basis consistently. It could be classed as a ritual, right? And like you just said, getting up, preparing breakfast, leaving house at a certain time to go to work. All of these things are rituals because they're repetitive acts that result in the manifestation of something in reality.
Yes.
And I guess you could think of it like. You have a thought, which becomes a thought form, which then becomes an action, which then pushes something into existing.